Alright, back again at the off-grid homestead. Let's see what we got going on today. A couple of things I'd like to show you. Oh, man. Here comes this duck. She's crazy. You know, she's a Pekin duck, and she appears kind of ornery. And, you know, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Donald Duck is a Pekin duck. I can totally see the resemblances in attitude and nastiness, and I mean, look at her go. She's just nasty. So that's got to be where Donald Duck gets his attitude from. Anyway, moving on. Back here, I got a couple things I want to show you. First off, I don't know if you noticed, but I chopped down it was a standing dead pine that ran alongside this one. It was almost the same size. Somebody had wrapped something around it and it choked it out, eventually killed it. Well, a storm came and knocked the top half of it off. I since burned all that and used it in the fire pit and whatnot. And I had some pretty good sized logs laying over there in the last video, if you can recall, but I got them. I ended up wheeling those over with a wheelbarrow over here to the wood pile. Let's see. Yeah, you can see they're pretty good sized logs. I mean, you can see in comparison to my wheelbarrow. Well, it's just some punky pine. It wasn't too heavy or too big or anything like that to move around. But this is going to be the general woodpile area. First off, I'd like to show you a couple things here that I have laying out that I just wanted to kind of go over and explain. One of the first things I had to we actually changed in our lifestyle is our lighting. Now, I mean, this is the equivalent of a 60-watt light bulb, but it's only running off of 10.5 watts. You get the same LEDs. You had a hard time back before getting a warm white light at I don't know what the temperature is. Usually it goes off of Kelvin, and then I think these are somewhere around like 20. Okay, here we go. It says 2700K soft white. So you still get that warm house feeling. But anyway, you could run 6 of these and it'd be the equivalent of one Edison bulb. So light bulbs, it's easy. They're a little bit more expensive. I think this isn't a commercial or anything, but I think these are like $10 for a 2-pack or something like that, which is really cool. And being at the season, I would suggest going to an LED Christmas bulb as well. You know, that you can get that at any of your big box stores or anything like that. And one thing we also had to adapt to was batteries. You're gonna use. It'd behoove you to use a lot of batteries, and you're gonna want to get a good rechargeable kind of battery, something that you can charge over and over. This is just some charger. I don't know. I need to get a better one. And I just got this. This is my kilowatt meter. I'm going to be using this to write down and monitor exactly what I'm using as far as solar, what I'm pulling in is through solar, and what I'm using in my house. As it says right now, I'm having to run the generator just a little bit for times because I am still running some equipment and stuff. So I need to know exactly, so this way I can size everything properly and know exactly where I'm at, and you guys can follow along, and I'll show you exactly what we're using and what we're pulling in for solar. Today isn't that nice of a day. It's kind of hazy. It gets cloudy. It's mostly cloudy, I guess, would be all day. So we didn't get too great a sun all day. But I need to pick up. I got this whole disaster going on. I'll end up getting through that today, getting everything picked up and cleaned up around here, maybe burn a little bit. But I don't know if you recall that barn wood. Well, it wasn't that I said that I put into the kitchen. Well, it's not really barn wood. It actually came off of this old, I don't know, looks just like a section of fence here in my backyard. But this is coming down. I actually just took all this off. I reclaimed it. I used it. It was beautiful. It aged well. I don't know if you can kind of see it. Let me get on here. Some of it's not so good, but I mean, that's a nice. I mean, the grain's well. It's a true 1x6. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a true 1x6. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna take all this down because you'll see. Actually, let me get a I'm gonna draw out a lay of the land, and this way you guys can see exactly what's going on and kind of know where I'm at when I do these videos and what we're working on and where we're going or anything of that nature. But this all come down. This is all gonna come down, and in line with that small pasture that I have right here, that I will have goats. I'll have goats inside of this entire pasture. I had goats before in my other videos. I don't know if you saw. They since got deleted, but we had gone with a set of Nubian goats. Not a set, we had a bunch of Nubian goats. But we're gonna go with the smaller. I think I want to do a more of a mini type of farm here. So we're gonna go with the Nigerian dwarfs, and that'll keep it. You know, I mean, I got a lot of work to do on this field, as you can see, but I think it'll come back, you know, as soon as I put some animals in there. But I had to get rid of my goats. I had to get rid of almost all of my animals because, as you can see, there's no barn. I have no barn on my property, none whatsoever, no barn. So I did have a barn I do have a barn at the other place, but I couldn't, you know, be coming here without a place for these animals to stay. It just wasn't right. So we ended up getting rid of all our goats, all of our chickens. We do have the one duck. We plan on getting the midget white turkeys, Nigerian dwarf goats. We're going to go with Bantam chickens. Maybe some potbelly pigs we'll have out here, and maybe some like dwarf rabbits. But we'll have all that going on here at one point in time. We still got our work cut out for us. But I plan on putting a barn somewhere in here, in this area where the actual only opening is to that field. I mean, I got fenced down. Oh, excuse me. I got fenced down. Trees all over. I got to really get in there, and then before it's even usable. But anyway, here's this disaster that I'm going to take out. Tree that I took down. You can see I took it down right there. But this is going to come out. And right here, parallel with these posts, well, almost in line with this fence as well, I'm going to actually rebuild it, and it'll be the start of the garden. I'll have the garden begin out this way, so I'll have that all laid out. But first I got to clean up this. I got a bunch of trees down. I haven't owned this property that long, so we're still doing a lot of clearing, even though I have taken a lot of stuff down. But back over here, I'll take you inside in a second and give you a little update on what the solar's doing and stuff. But I got this disaster to go through. It's a nice piece of cherry. We're running gas stove or gas heater, gas fireplace right now, but we plan on switching to wood. We live here in north central Florida, so heat isn't really a huge requirement, if you will. There's that duck. Down here as much as air conditioning is in the summer, so we'll see. We'll tackle that adventure together here come this summer, and how the solar goes. But like I said, I'll take you inside. Let's get past this duck. She's crazy. Ming Ming. I guess they wouldn't call her Ming Ming because my son watches the show and the duck's name is Ming Ming. The Wonder Pets. And we're back inside. Here's Ruger. Oh, Daddy Roo. Oh, yeah. That's Ruger. That's my Roo. He's about, almost 100 pounds. 95 now. I think he's slowing down. 92, 93. He looks to be decent. But I got the computer in. Oh yeah, that's that barn, that wood out there I was telling you about. It's gonna look nice up there. I'm gonna run that all the way up to that railing, and then I'll cap that railing off with some kind of proper wood. And these seams, which are kind of ugly right now, well, you won't see those because actually, let me step back. At that point, that was actually where my TV will go. And that'll have, you know, you'll be able to, I mean, the place isn't that big, so you can really kind of set back here where the sofa is and just kind of see that the TV's going to be up, you know, take up that whole space up there. I will have an island in here. I'm working on building these. My wife's getting the hinges. We're ordering the hinges, some antique hinges. And then I will finish building the doors. I'm gonna build a small small cabinet for underneath the refrigerator, and that'll since bump the refrigerator up. But let's check out the solar here. Alright, well, I don't know if you can see, it says it's reading 25.5 at the moment, and it hasn't been really good sun all day at all, really. I'm only running off of 23 watts. I'm running the modem, charging our mini, our our battery powered vacuum, and over here you can still see I just have my 3 batteries set up. So not much, is still at 25.5. We're pulling 25.6, jumping. We're pulling 3.9 amps, so I am charging at the moment. But everything's running. Fridge still running. Everything running here. Pump running. Everybody took long showers last night. I took a long one this morning, so the pump ran just fine. Here's one window that I put in. I love it. The placement of this window. You'll be able to see as soon as we do. Again, that's where we were standing, and that's that mess. But I'll have the barn over in here, and that once this is all cleared out and everything's fixed, I take the rest of that out. You'll be able to see the animals and stuff in there, and it'll be really cool. I miss the animals. We had a lot of animals, and well, I want them back. There's that dang duck again. She leaves feathers everywhere. And there's their duck house and pool that I had built. But fridge just kicked on. Let's see where we're at. Let's check over here. We're at 24.9. And it says we're 24.77. I think that's the amp hours. And that there is what we're drawing, 127 watts. So that's about 5.5 amps. So, and I'm only drawing 3.5 at the moment. So we're kind of in draw. Let me step back outside here for a second, and we'll take you through what we got. What else we got going on? I'm just gonna take you this way and give you a little different perspective on things. Again, this is the driveway. A little bit of the lay of the land. Not bad. Beautiful oak tree right here. I love it. That's a really nice tree. Really nice tree. Think about putting a tree house in there or something. Ladder, window. I do got to get this place cleaned up. I don't want to be like others and be kind of a packy type of person. But yeah, we'll get this place cleaned up. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit, and I'll update you on that. And I do have another big project that I'm going to go over with you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Please like, subscribe, comment, anything. Thanks, guys.